It is just about time for some football. Welcome to Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, a good one in store here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tennessee Titans. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Nissan Stadium. On the return, it's Rondale Moore. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. We're on here with Will Shipley. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Philadelphia first down. They're set up at the 35 now. Going to the ground again on first. And those running lanes are closing up fast, aren't they? He's held to just a yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the pistol, Hurts. He's got Devontae Smith. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First down, Eagles.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On first down, Hurts has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
First down, Philadelphia.
A successful opening drive, nearing field goal range now. It's first down at the 41. Hand off now to Shipley. He's still going at the 30. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Back to throw, Hurts. He's got it near the 8. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
Well, we have seen the value of a big, physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield, so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Will Shipley touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This one doesn't make the landing zone, so this drive's going to start at the 40. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go, here we go. Hop 70.
Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Ward setting the pass. Waller with the catch. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response. Right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Ready, set.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Ward off the play fake. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So that brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
70, here we go, strike. Go.
Now Ward. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Again, Ward going to the air. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to find Chimere DK. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Shipley now up the middle. This play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off with later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Hurts setting up to throw. Ooh, he misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we called them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Third and long. They're going to throw. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And they're going to keep moving forward, Bob, down inside the opposing 30.
It's a gain of 38 yards. And an Eagles first down. 38 yards on the play. First down.
So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. 7-0 is our score. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. On the give, here's Shipley. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
That's Smith on the slant. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does 2 things. Number 1, it strikes fear in the defense, and number 2, you gain respect of your teammates.
Hurts on 3rd and 2. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. Elliott connects there. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And this one will not make it to the landing zone. So the same as it going out of bounds now. This is going to come out to the 40-yard line.
Get it! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready, ready.
Mitchell up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. It's cut right side by Watson. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. He picks up 28 on the play. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Here we go. Let's go.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
32-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Ward. They're on it. That's intercepted. Cooper to Jane in to pick it up. And the Eagles are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, it's a position you expect interceptions from, Brock, but not a lot of them come easier than that for a cornerback. His teammate makes the hit as the QB tries to throw it, and it really affected how that one came out.
Yeah, that corner's going to get that pick under his stat column individually, but that was a collective effort. It was all about the pass rush. And those great corners, they know it. They know it takes everybody. The guys up front doing their job, and when the ball falls harmlessly in his hands like that, well, he does his job to finish with the INT.
Straight ahead with Shipley. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. And he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That's swatted away, incomplete. On 4th down, here's Lou Headley to put a drive into it. And this was certainly a miss hit, low and pretty short. And the punt team downs this one just inside the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10.
Check that. Check that. Come on. Come on.
Mitchell takes it straight ahead. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5.
Cowboy 80.
Here's Mitchell again. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Cooper to Gene with the stop.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Ward. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Ready, steady.
Now we're on. This is Mitchell. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Nashville. It's the Titans with a 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Ready,
Let's throw this one. Ward. Downfield to DK. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, and I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Get it. 70 line.
Mitchell on for pistol good. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. Titans in the hurry-up, trying to get this play off fast.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
Ward in the pistol. And the defender comes away with it. His smile wants it. And the Eagles have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
Yeah, I totally get it. You pass it here because that's what's comfortable. Largely, it's what you did to get down inside the red zone. But so often, what works in theory doesn't work in practice, and it can lead to some pretty nasty results.
Putting the tight end in motion. First down throwing for Hurts. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, that's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that 1st down. Safety should be out of the picture now, Brock. We've got 1st and 10 from the 11. They'll run here, following the penalty. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Again, it's Shipley. A lot of space ahead. He's at midfield. He's at the 30. The 10. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Will Shipley touchdown.
Hey, Kate, we're not even to halftime, and this guy has already got a game's worth of success. And the great thing is that, yes, it benefits him individually, statistically, but you know it just sets the table for everybody else because that play-action pass should be devastating.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles take a 3-possession lead.
17. Titans nothing.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. First and 10 from the 41.
18, Rattler. Let's go now. Go.
Throwing now off the play action. Lasers this one deep down the middle. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Chimere DK, the one he was looking for. And it sets up second down.
18, 5 here.
Shotgun snap now to Ward. He's trying to go deep again. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left facing third and long.
Street. Cowboy 80. Hut.
Here he goes, third and long. He's gonna try another deep one here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Cooper to Gene in to pick it off. And the Eagles get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, first and 10. Now again, right side to Shipley. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he tried to finesse that one far too much. It doesn't come close to the landing zone, so set this drive up at the 40. First and 10 here. Ward. Jump off top by his back. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield strike block as he's sent out. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Here's Ward. Rolling left, buying some time. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And this is going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
I got to imagine this defense right now has got some kind of tell of this quarterback. He's either giving it away with his eyes or his feet. Interception.
And it's off the mark. The kick is no good, but I think they can spare a point or two given the size of this lead. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. Needed a lot more to reach the landing zone, so the drive going to start at their own 40-yard line. And this drive is going to have some great starting field position as a result of that short kick. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down throw here for Ward. He finds Tigger Cockwell for the grab. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They gain 14 on the play. And the Titans will have a first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Zach Vaughn with the tackle.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Makes the grab and bounds left side. He takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans shrinking the lead some in the third. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Now Ward bringing the Titans to the line. They're going for two.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And it's hauled in inside the end zone for two. That trims the lead just a little bit. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for two. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, first and 10. Here's Shipley. Looks like they give him about two on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Another one for Shipley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with third down and 5.
Brings up third and 5.
From the pistol, Hurts. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
You know, quarterbacks aren't always the one dishing out punishment, but when they take it and they deliver a frozen rope, when they deliver a ball right on target just like that, and the respect factor grows 100-fold with your teammates.
Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Teammates notice when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, when they go back and watch that play on tape.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Great, set. And anyway,
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they take him down right along the 30. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Lone man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
First and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Shipley. He has room past the 25. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Going to the ground again on first. Quite the turnaround these last two plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's second and 11. Hand off down to Shipley. And they find him after just a yard. Makes third down.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up third and 10.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. On third down, it's Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
So on fourth down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. This from 28 yards away.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And this won't have the juice to reach the landing zone, so some great field position coming up for this offense at the 40-yard line.
Ready? Back. Cowboy 80.
Throwing now on first down. Ward. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they face second down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
And the Titans first down.
So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42.
Let's go.
Ward's going to throw it. Got it deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Eagles get to it. And he will take it back for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Well, Brock, you and I know after that first turnover, they were able to take back. They were looking for another one, and lo and behold, and it's off the mark. The kick is no good, but I think they can spare a point or two, given the size of this lead.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So now after his second missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. And he didn't strike that one true, Brock. It came down short of the landing zone he had to reach, so give them the football up at the 40. Now Ward. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. That just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Second and 10 now. Ward. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Third and long for him here. That's caught for the first. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
77, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Off the play fake. Here's Ward. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. It's a 21-yard gain. And the Titans will have a first down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Coming to the line for another first and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Patrick, 60 boxes.
Again, Ward going to the air. Cut near the goal line. And that's a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans putting up points in a game decided. Calvin Ridley with the touchdown. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route plenty.
And he's in for 2, so don't write him off just yet. I know the chances are slim, but still a small one in this 2-possession game.
16.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, first and 10. Running right with Shipley. And they help him out of bounds after a gain of close to 3, so second and 7 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Shipley now up the middle. And only can get his a yard here, Brock. It's going to be third down.
Cody Parker now to stop. It's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 5.
Here's Hurts. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Titans have some new life in the fourth.
Okay, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42.
60, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Get him, get him. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or what make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
From the gun, it's Ward. Waller with the catch. And they take him down right along the 30. That's a pickup of 9. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
19 Lions.
Ward setting up to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Still working from the 30 as they line this up. 2nd and 10. Mitchell on the carry. He's got it in the red zone. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Titans will have a first down.
Well, that play right there, that one is wide linemen. They run the 40, do all the agility tests in their spandex at the combine. Yeah, having fast, agile, big guys up front, it lets them set the table so the running backs can go do their job.
Go, 80. Let's go.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Ready. Ready.
To the air with Ward. It's his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. And they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Set. Let go.
Mitchell has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that 1st down, and this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal.
Ready.
On the sneak, here's Ward. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Titans parlay the interception into points.
I don't think that defense was ready for that kind of push at the point of attack. I think they were thinking outside run, play action, but they get gutted, and they get gutted right up the middle.
To the line comes Ward. They're going for 2. Back to throw. And he is in for the score. We may not see them kick ever again, Parker. They're now 3 for 3 on 2-point tries today. They'll line up for the onside kick here. Gotta find a way to get it back. Just a little over a minute and a half remaining. And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Eagles make the recovery. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. give. Here's Shipley. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he's going to be tackled after a pickup of about 5 here. Second down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. On the gun, Shipley gets it. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Tennessee calling its second timeout now. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw. He has the first over the middle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it gives to Shipley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
And better luck next time for you. I feel for those running backs because that blitz was drawn up to hit him right in the mouth.
Straight ahead with Shipley. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down.
You know, Kate, over the years I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
He's going to gain a good chunk of yards here. Looks like about 6, but that still brings up 4th down. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.